Hey everyone, it's a gorgeous day. It's after work, so it's evening. Anyway, I'm going to get started on the water pump on the Jeep. I might finish it tomorrow, or I might finish it tonight, I don't know. Just depends on how things go. Anyway, I pulled it into the backyard. I'm going to start with the belt tensioner, pulley, and take the belt off. Lefty-loosey. The belt tensioner pulley is 15 millimeter. And then I will do the tensioner bolt. It's 15 mil also. I found out the hard way a few years ago that you loosen the pulley nut or pulley bolt first before loosening the tensioning rod. Ended up having to buy a new belt, or not belt, but bolt, because it broke a belt. Yep, I tried loosening the tensioning rod before loosening the pulley, and that didn't work. I'm going to inspect the belt. See if there's any bad spots. Looks pretty good. Okay, I'm going to show you this pulley movement. Alright, so this is the water pump. Watch that pulley. Here. There. Should not move like that. Should not have any play in it at all. Now it looks like there's a couple of bolts on the water pump bracket, tensioning pulley bracket, that are 15 mil also. So these two bolts that I'm referring to are here and here. The bolts are the same length, so there's no use in keeping track of which one's which, top or bottom. I believe these 4 bolts, or 3 bolts, that hold the power steering pump on need to be loosened up so the bracket can move away a little bit, give you a little bit of leeway. We'll see. Power steering pump bolts are 1/2 inch or 13 millimeter. Don't need them real loose. I'm going to back them out, about 1/2 inch. Looks like there's one on the bottom that needs to come out too. So the bolt I'm looking at, you can see that angled piece. There's a bolt under that angled piece. It looks like I get at it from the bottom. Alright, I have to say Chrysler did not make that easy. I got an idea. Alright, that just has to be loose. Alright, so that might allow me enough to get in there. And I can take the bolt all the way out. Let's do that. Just take it all the way out. This is the bottom bracket bolt. Once again, is the same size as the other two bolts, so there's no matter doesn't matter if you keep track of it. I'm going to back the pump bracket bolts out just a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's plenty of room, I think. So what I'm doing is I'm using 2 wrenches to undo the bolts from the fan clutch. I probably should have done this earlier, I wasn't thinking about it. Because now I have no way of securing the fan clutch. To keep from turning. Those there on the air cleaner box. Now I'm going to see if I can find something. That might work. So what I've done is I've taken a piece of chain and I used a nut to bolt it to the pump, and then I ran it down around the drag link for the steering. It should allow me to break this last nut loose. Yes. Let me show you what I'm doing. I'm taking my screwdriver, I'm prying here, move the fan, pry, move the fan, pry, move the fan, pry, and you can see it's working its way off. Okay, back to two-handed work. My biggest fan. Working the belt pulley off now. Just little back and forth motions. Turn it every now and then. Gravity. So, got the pulley off and the fan, and need to remove the hose clamp, and then the bolts for the water pump. I have a bucket under the Jeep, but I don't know how much it's going to catch. It helped. One item I forgot to bring out was my shop rags. Don't know why, just didn't think of it. I knew I'd need them, but I just didn't bring them out. That's that hose. And then we've got a hose right up here. This goes to the heater core. And that's on the top side of the water pump. I may have to remove this pulley. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? In fact, I'll just remove that idler pulley and get it out of the way. But anyway, what I was going to say is now's a good time to check this bearing. And listen to it. And I think we're good to go. If not, now's the perfect time to change it. But don't lose this bushing. Okay, a new water pump. Yay! Okay, so the nice thing about this pump is it was only 30 bucks. So it appears that we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Those two are already out. So 4 bolts hold this thing on. Sweet. Half for 13 mil. Okay. Slide that hose clamp way back there. And then attempt to pull the hose off. Give it a twist with these. Break it loose. And slide her back. Move it up out of the way so you don't lose coolant. There. So, took it off, slid it back, and we put it up there. That way it holds all the coolant in. So 4 bolts, 1/2 inch or 13 mil. And 1 bolt. I'm going to guess that these are all the same length. These first 2 feel like they are. First 2 are the same length. Oop, that one's longer. That one is the right side. This one's the right side above the hose outlet, the lower hose fitting. I don't know if it's inlet or outlet, I bet it's outlet. And this is the very top upper bolt. It's the same length as the other 2, so it's got one oddball, and that's near the hose fitting. Alright, let's break this puppy free. Yes, I was correct. I did have to unbolt the Power steering pump. Alright, so here's the impeller. Here, let's move you up. Okay, so here's the impeller. And don't know if you can see this or not. Let's see here, see if we can get some. If you can hear that. Not the squeaking so much. So I'm trying to illustrate the movement of the bearing. Okay, anyway. Had to take this pipe out, that's the one that goes to the heater core, and put it in the new one. And I got to get these studs out of here and hope they fit the new one. So if these studs don't fit the new one, I'm going to have to go buy bolts at the hardware store. So glad I dug into this tonight. I think all of my gasket came off too. You know, the only problem with it being 70 degrees in February is the mosquitoes have woken up. No, I didn't quite get all of my gasket. That's alright. Oh, one tiny little piece was hanging on there. That's a good thing. Alright. So, right down in there, that is #1 cylinder. That round thing in behind the engine block. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up for the evening. It's getting kind of late. I'm hungry. I had to transfer that tube over and the studs. Hopefully the studs fit the new water pump. If not, I'll be going to the hardware store for bolts. But anyway, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later.